Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm on the test server. I'm able to show you some stuff before it's live in-game by a few days. So, probably the most fed legendary champion in the game. The champion that needs not one, but two buffs to be relevant. We've got Noble. Why is Noble the most fed champion? Because he feeds into Ninja. And Noble's been bottom of the pile, and Ninja has been top of the pile, or towards the top, for like a long time. So the changes to Noble have come in, and I think they're going to be pretty damn dramatic. Before we get into it, I just need to call out, about an hour after this video goes live, we have got a live premiere for Fateless, where we name drop the actual name of the game that Fateless is developing. We talk about and show off some of the animations for the demo and tons more, honestly. It's a massive video. There's ways to sign up to the beta here. Everything kicking off at Fateless. I'll put a link to that down below. Please come and join us for the live premiere. It's 3 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. UTC. Anyway, find it. The link will be down below and come and join me. I'll be there in the live chat, chatting away to everybody who's in the mix. But huge video, huge time for Fateless ahead of Gamescom, where we're going to be showing off our first full demo, and it looks freaking sick. So really, really pleased with it. Anyway, back onto Noble. Noble. He can't see. Maybe that's been his problem. But anyway, we've now got attacks one enemy, 40% chance of increasing the duration of 2 random buffs on a target. And if they're under fear or true fear, increases the duration of all the target's buffs, decreases duration to all the target's buffs by a turn, which is pretty significant, I think. The A2, we're going to test his damage here, will ignore 30% of the target's defense. Before attacking, if they're under fear or true fear, he gives himself a buff, increase attack. After attacking, if the target's under fear or true fear, also decreases the cooldown of dismay. Now, previously, you had to pair this guy with someone like Mashaled, pretty much Mashaled, right? There's not really true fearers out there that are very accessible. So he was always incredibly difficult to use and to get this going. But I do think, and he's also getting turn meter here, I do think his passive change is actually going to change the game on this. So whenever an enemy's turn meter is reduced by any champion, there's a 20% chance to put a fear on them. So there's just a lot more ways now to get this kind of buff going off. And his A3 change is going to help that as well. So attacks all enemies, 75% chance of stealing, not reducing, stealing 50% of the target's current turn meter. This is on a 3 turn, which basically means it's on a 2 turn, because you go, you steal the turn meter, and you go again. So you're reducing the cooldown of it straight away. If you then go A2 and kill someone, I think this is back straight away, because you reduce the cooldown of it. So I think you can chain worse than Armand style turn meter steal, which is pretty mad. Also, because you're reducing the turn meter, you've got a chance to put that fear out. If this attack kills a target under fear or true fear, reduces the cooldown of Harbinger, which is this skill, which is already on a 2 turn. So I think you never use the A1. I think you just go A2 into A3 constant until everyone is dead. So this buff is significant. Like, flipping heck, I think he could be absolutely nuts. I've gone full damage masteries on him. I've gone full damage build to start with. 100% crit rate, 274 crit damage, 7k attack in full merciless gear, which means I'm ignoring 35% defense. With this skill, we're also ignoring another 30, so that's 65. And then we've got the chance to activate Helm Smasher, which is another 25. There's not much defense left if I get all of those things proccing. So, damn, I've got no blessing on this guy yet. I've got no, like, empowerment stuff going on, the +1s and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, his base stats are high. 1500 base attack, which is why we've got such a high number here. Let's just take him for a quick spin just for damage test. My normal damage test, I normally do stage 20. with the crew. So let's throw Noble in and see what this guy can get done. I'm just thinking, like, he's going to buff himself, increase attack on the A2. So maybe I do, just for the sake of this testing. I'm just thinking the best one to bring in alongside him. I think maybe we do bring in Mashaled anyway. Don't know if my one is built. Just going to throw a couple of bits of gear on this guy, just so he can go before him. Let's just go speed up. Okay. Fine. So I think we've got attacking dungeons. We're going to get a crit damage buff here. I think this works. I am pretty damn excited to see how much this guy can do. Like, I think significant changes have happened here. By the way, anyone who says, you know, your testing here is irrelevant, you know, the game's moved on. It's just, if I don't do a test in the same place every time, how do we know how it compares to the people that I've tested, you know, over all this time of playing the game? So we've got True Fear everywhere. We've got crit damage on. Charles just trying to pop someone, but that's fine. Okay, here we go. So drop defense and weaken, which basically means now we're attacking people with 0 defense. Basically true damage. Weakens on. We've got damage buff from Gerptark, from Bad L. I guess we just start with the A1. Let's see what this is like. 240k A1. That's actually pretty solid. So the A2 is the ignore defense one. Before attacking, if they're under fear or true fear, gives himself the increased attack. So actually didn't have the increased attack for that first hit, which would push it a ton more. Okay, and if we kill someone, we would call this down, but we obviously don't need to right now. So, Apothecary, how you feeling? 320k. All right, not bad. AoE with the turn meter still going off. 240k. Right, so the damage is good. It's not obscene, right? But it is very good. And you do need him to be in a damage build because you want to be resetting those different abilities. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to switch his boots over to fast boots now so that we're going to see how much he can just basically go solo crazy. So we're going to grab another 30 odd speed. I'm going to switch into an accuracy banner to make sure that I can land my abilities because that's the main thing we want to do with this guy. And we're now at 250 odd speed. I'm over crit cap, whatever. And my damage obviously drops down. So if I'm fighting now a Doom Tower wave at high level, let's take like level 100 here. Bring in someone else who's going to boost my speed a bit. I don't know if it's going to do the job or not. So he opens with his A2, which is a real shame. Why would you do that? Why would you not open with the turn meter steel? Yikes. Why on earth are you doing that? Why on earth would you do that? Oh, lordy. Let's just get this like this. Yes, use your A3 first, please. Turn meter steel. And obviously putting on the true fear. Do it again. I'm getting a bunch of resist, so my accuracy's not high enough right now. Okay, I'm just going to pump some more accuracy. So I'm just going to throw an accuracy aura in. I put a little bit more in glyphs and stuff. But we're still at like 300 or so. And then I'm just bringing in a couple more people now to bolster the squad. So actually I should do it here rather than there because he doesn't behave well on auto. So let's try this. I'm sure the rest of that is fine. Okay. Just seeing like how insane he can be, really. That's what we're after. Like, how useful is he going to be if he comes out of the vault? So we're getting that turn meter steel going on. And now he's got a bit more of a team around him that can actually do stuff. We get the turn meter boost. Actually did take a stun ourselves here. Who's stunning me? What's going on that team? Was that Trunda? You forget Trunda stuns, right? Forget about that. Turn me to steel again. I do feel I felt like the turn me to steel was going to be more impactful than it is actually being right now. I've got to be honest. Like Armand's, it feels like people basically don't get a turn, and Noble should kind of be the same as that. I guess because they've got things like block debuffs up here. I'm fighting Duchesses, which is obviously a problem. And because I've now built enough accuracy to do the job, he's not hitting hard enough to just be the only answer to a wave. I mean, we're controlling the wave really well. We're just going straight into the turn meter drop again. And obviously, he's just coming straight back out. But I'm not hitting hard enough. So I do also need somebody in here with some damage. Okay. So let's just throw a damage dealer in. Who shall I bring? Who shall I bring? I mean, I could bring Ninja. Maybe we'll bring one of these epics in that does a load of work. Someone like her. So bam, we managed to get 3 fears out. And obviously now we've got some damage coming in as well. Do we take her down before she revives everyone? Doesn't matter. Lydia's going to block them out. Obviously weak hits. Okay, weak hits are one of the reasons actually that we're struggling to get all of this stuff done. That's definitely something to watch out for. I guess it's the same as Armand's, right? With a weak hit, you're sort of nullifying your effectiveness. But I do think he's pretty much another version of Armand's. I've obviously picked a bad wave here because I'm just going up against it in terms of affinities on a lot of these. But I definitely think like he's coming out of the vault. Think about this in live arena, how annoying he starts to become in the right setting. Drop turn meter everywhere there. Although it does seem like he's not gaining as much turn meter as I thought. If he's stealing that turn meter, I thought he would just be going straight away. I guess it's because I'm stealing 75%. I'm not stealing a 75% turn meter bar. I'm stealing 75% of what their turn meter is right now. And depending on, so if we do it now, they've all got reasonably high turn meter bars. So if we do it now, we should get a full turn meter, which we did. But if you do it when they've only got a small turn meter bar, then obviously it's not going to be as effective. Look, he's not got crazy damage. He's got okay damage or good damage. But I definitely think he's coming out the vault. Look at that turn meter stop. Straight into the other one. He's got his ability back again. Anyone who's struggling to get through high levels of waves of enemies is going to, I think they're going to love this guy. And I do think he's going to come into live arena as the alternative Armands. Not quite as good. He's kind of like 90% of Armands, I guess. But still pretty good. Still pretty good. I think the buff finally is enough for Noble. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But yeah, I think pretty damn effective now. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.